everyone. My name is Phil and welcome to Phil Does 3D. I'm a multimedia and 3D artist and I stream live on Twitch on Mondays and Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific time in the United States. That's 10 a.m. if you're in Australia or 1 a.m. if you're in the UK. Sniper Girl says hi to the old man. Hi to you as well. Sniper Girl says, oh good, Phil didn't die of old age during the intro countdown timer. Oh, you're so cruel to me. I hope you're well, Sniper Girl. Hope you had a good weekend. Remember guys, if you do miss the live streams, you can catch up at any time by clicking the videos tab on my Twitch page. If you want to join the Phil Does 3D Discord server, type exclamation Discord in Twitch chat, or go to the About Me section on my Twitch channel. And in the panels you'll find a blue graphic which will give you an invite link to join the Discord. Smurfberry Barbecue, it's good to see you buddy. I hope you are well as well. Snuffy Girl says, I'm good, you know me, nothing but love. How are you? She's asking. I'm good. Actually my finger's good now. You know how last week I said to you that I had a sore finger? It's all good now. So that I'm good. Oh, Tamana, thank you. Thank you for the reminder, Sniper Girl. Tamana, sub for 48 months in a row. Thank you very much. You are awesome, so thank you. I do appreciate the sub to the channel. I appreciate it when you guys sub. Smurf says, you're mixed? Why are you mixed, Smurf? What's wrong? You still having problems with your coding in Python? Yes, what's up, Smurf? What's wrong? Tell us. Tell us what's wrong. We're going to continue working on the House in the Hollow game. You can wishlist that now on Steam. Again, go to the About Me section on my Twitch channel, and in the panels below you will find a graphic to take you to the Steam store page. If you want to wishlist the game, if wishlisting it on Steam just means that Steam will tell you when it's released, basically. What was I going to say? Or you can type exclamation Steam in Twitch chat at any time to get a link that way as well. So we're going to continue working on that game today. We're doing the gate, I think, weren't we? Yeah, so we're doing the gate, the deco gate for the back of the building. So that's what we're going to continue with. So let's jump into Substance Painter and load up the project we were working on last week. It is working in the background slowly there. It'll load up soon. Smurf says, I found this world simulation game that has an incredible planet generator and you can export PNG maps from it, but its output isn't high enough resolution for the stuff that I want to do. It's called Songs of Eons. I'm not familiar with that one. Let's check that out. Oops. It does suck. Oh, it's an early alpha. I'm curious because, you know, anything space related I'm always interested in. So I'm just going to do a quick Google. Oh yes, if you want to know who I am and what I do and all that sort of jazz, you can go to my website, phildoes3d with a .com on the end of it, and there's links to all of my social media and stuff down here, and my gallery and all that jazz. But I'm just curious what this program is. Living Sandbox Style Fantasy World Simulator. I've not heard of it before. Should we check out the video? Is this the one you're talking about? You said space, didn't you? Maybe this is not the one. I'm assuming this is not the one. Oh, that is the one? Okay. Okay. Let's go to YouTube and check it out. I'm just going to mute the audio because I don't want to infringe anyone's copyright. Do we have any gameplay? We have no gameplay, just a man talking. Okay. What about this one? Smurf says pretty early alpha. Sniper Girl says, did a test with the Battlefront 2 techniques of lowering the resolution of the diffuse ambient occlusion, height info, and keeping the normal map at 4K. It works well. Oh, yeah, because I remember you mentioning that a while ago. So you lower everything else, but you keep the normal map at 4K. I actually haven't tested that myself. I must check that out. Hang on, this is not... Am I looking at the wrong thing, I think? Well, I'll be interested to see a bit more, read a bit more about this. It does look interesting. Smith says it makes full spherical planets. He says it so it could be used for generating any planet. It does sound interesting. I'll have to check it out. Sniper Girl says tested it with lowering everything else to 2K and I couldn't tell the difference. Cool. If anyone doesn't know what she's talking about, she's basically what the technique that they're using in Battlefront 2 is you lower the resolution on all of your textures except for the normal map. You keep the normal map at a high resolution and she's getting good results with it. I haven't tested it myself, but I'll be interested to see, to have a look at it too. Although with the Unreal Engine 5, it's supposed to be a thing of the past now, I guess, isn't it? With those unlimited polygons and unlimited draw calls, supposedly. I haven't tested it. I haven't installed Unreal Engine 5 even yet to look at it, but I will at some stage, maybe once it gets out of the beta stage. Smurf says, I'm talking to one of the devs on this subreddit and they suggest to try an older release build that can do high resolution, but it's a bit unstable at high resolutions, and the exported maps have artifacts close to the poles. Okay, I guess you could always do some post-production to get rid of the artifacts near the poles if you had to. Sniper Girl says, does it do height maps and such? Smurf says the newest 0.2 alpha fixes the artifacts but can't do higher simulation resolution. Oh man. Smurfery says yes, it can output like 24 types of maps from grayscale, height to climate biomes, wind speeds, temperature, soil composition, soil depth, watersheds and more. But it's all based on hex type tiles. Sniper Girl says, wow, that does sound awesome. Sniper says, yeah, the generator is incredible. Yeah, it does. Sounds very awesome. Okay. Another one to check out. So much great software being released now by different companies doing different things, you know. Not just Epic Games with the UE4 or MetaHumans and all that sort of thing, but just in general, software engineering is just amazing at the moment. Okay, so I think what we're going to do here is we're going to pick up on this gold that we've got going on through the middle, and we're going to pick that up to begin with on these bits up here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to select the, if I can find it, I'm in the right, am I in the right one? No, let's go to this one. Come on, Substance Painter, you can do it. There we go. Smurf says 0.2 has a resolution of around 1 million tiles, which if you map that to pixels is an image of 1600 by 800 pixels. Yeah, that is low resolution. Smurf says, so if the simulation could run with more tiles, ergo you could export a larger texture and still maintain 1 tile per pixel. Android Lust, hey Android Lust, it's good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend. Android Lust posted a new character render in the gallery, and so I'll show that just before I sign off today. Android Lust, it's beautiful. She looks great. I always love your work. Yeah, really nice work. It's not just your modeling and your texturing, it's a silhouette that you create, the poses you put your characters in. They're always really nice. Sniper Girl also posted, I think I did show that last week, Sniper Girl, but she's posted a link to her art station, so check out her art station as well. And that's in the gallery. If you don't want to wait for me to show the stuff at the end of the stream, you can check it out now yourself. We tend to, at the studio, Smurf, I don't know if it would be of any use to you at all, but we use gigapixel. So if you're using anything that has too low a resolution, we run it through a program called Gigapixel. I don't know if you can see it, and you can increase your resolution. It uses AI to do upscaling, and it does a very good job. So if we ever get a texture that we need to use and the client's given it to us at a really low resolution, we tend to use Gigapixel to up it. And it does work really well. Just something to think about. Don't know if it would be helpful for you, but just thought I'd mention it. Andrew says, I'm good, just relaxing. That's good. Smurfberry says, right now I have it running in the background trying to generate a huge world, and it's been on generating tectonic plate step for possibly a few hours now. It says, do check it out. It is good software. It does really good upscaling. I mean, I know in the past people have thought, upscaling low resolution textures, bad. And in the past it was, but now with the AI, it's very, very good. The new version of Photoshop, of course, too, if you have access to that has the upscaling as well. That's very good. I think Adobe calls them their neural filters or something. But I think you can probably get a trial of the Gigapixel software. Don't quote me because I'm not sure. But I think they offer a free trial, which is like time limited, 30 days or something. So it might be worth checking out. Instead of giving money to Adobe on a subscription. Evil Adobe. Evil. Sniper Girl says, I uploaded the majority of the materials I made in an ArtStation page. I wasn't sure what I posted and I didn't post, so I got tired of looking through them. Yeah, I think we looked at that. We'll look at it again today, because why not? But do check out Sniper Girl's ArtStation. Check out everyone's ArtStation. There's a folio and what's it called? Folios and demo reels section on the Discord server, so check out people's ArtStations. Give them a follow or a like or whatever it is on ArtStation. I can never remember because I don't go to ArtStation that much anymore. Now that Epic Games own it, of course. Like they own half of everything else in the world. Sniper Girl says to Smurf, wow, a few hours? Yes, that's taken a long time. Smurfberry says, normal world size in SOTE is like 183. I'm not sure how that number correlates to 1 million cells. I'm trying to run one with a world-sized seed of 1,000. Well, no wonder it's taking hours, Smurfberry. Smurf says, so it's either huge or just taking a long time to process several million cells. Geez, you want to push your machine. Well, you do have a new, pardon me, a new machine, don't you? So, you guys, you've just upgraded. Sniper Girl and Smurf. Actually, I'm expecting a delivery today as well, guys. So if the buzzer goes off, that's why. And if it's loud, I'm sorry. I can't control the volume on my intercom. So I'm just warning you, giving you fair warning. I am expecting a delivery and you may get that loud buzz in the background. Sniper Girl says, yeah, he wants to make it blow up. Herb says it's only using 8 gigabytes of 8 gig of RAM. That's pretty good then for a world size like that. And 5% CPU. Well, that's interesting. So is it using more of your GPU? Sniper Girl says, semi-upgraded, still need a video card. Well, video cards actually, because you know how we've been having, the world has had a video card shortage and miners have been buying them all up. It's getting better. I've noticed the retailers in Australia, video cards are not going out of stock within 5 minutes anymore. Like they're lasting weeks now in stock, at least in Australia. They're still expensive. They're still overpriced, and I wouldn't recommend you spend the money on them at the moment. But they are at least staying in stock. And cryptocurrency is starting to fall through the floor, the share price on crypto. So that'll help with people not buying them to do crypto mining. So hopefully that will give us a bit more spare video cards in the market for people to buy for gaming, like it should be. Video cards are for games, not for crypto mining. Crypto mining is terrible for the environment. It uses way too much energy. Smurf says ditto on the video cards. You're both waiting on video cards. Well, you're not the only ones. Sniper Girl says not willing to pay 2 to 3 times the MSRP on a video card. Don't. If you spend, you know, if you buy video cards when they're marked up to 2 to 3 times their value, then all that's going to do is send a message to AMD and to Nvidia that they can start upping the prices of their video cards because people will pay whatever. So don't do it. Now, you know, I did buy a new 30 series card, but I bought it right when it was released at the recommended retail that it was released for, which was still expensive. I certainly wouldn't advise buying one at the moment, not until the prices of them come down, because it's outrageously expensive. And it's I've mentioned it before, it's a real concern, I think, for PC gaming, because if people can't buy a video card, or if it's going to cost too much money, they will just buy a console. And, you know, we're all PC master race. We don't want to see people being pushed onto consoles. Not that there's anything wrong with having a console. I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy a console, but you'll get better graphics on a PC than you ever will on a console, because video cards are newer, they're more powerful. You've got more memory in your computer, you know. Yeah, they're just better in general for gaming. Not to mention the keyboard and mouse stuff, which is great for gaming. Smurf says, I think it's not multi-threaded. Oh, okay, well that'll slow it right down. Or if it is, then it's only using like 2 to 4 threads. Sniper Girl says, to play devil's advocate, crypto mining is only bad for the environment due to us not being switched to renewables. Well, that is true, but just how slowly the world are moving to switching to renewables in some countries. Australia, I'm blaming in my country. The government we have in this country are terrible. We dig up a lot of coal and burn it, and coal is one of the worst things for the planet, for the environment. And yeah, our politicians here are not interested in climate change. I mean, they might mouth the words, but they don't want to do anything. So yeah, you are right, but at the moment we're stuck with horrible oil and coal, and it's terrible for the environment. And crypto mining burns through a lot of juice. So, and I've told you guys all along. You know my opinion on cryptocurrency. I think the whole thing is a big scam. It always has been. It's a scam. Don't go near it with a 10-foot pole. And it just fluctuates way too much as far as price goes. So I would steer well clear of cryptocurrency if I was you. You could make some money mining it recently with the cost of when it was high, when the stock price on it was really high, unlike what it is now. You could make some money, but now you're just going to use more electricity than you're going to make in crypto. So I wouldn't bother. And I didn't bother even when you could make money on it. Sniper Girl says, so it's not mining's fault. So Smurf says, even if it was on 100% renewables, all that hardware could be used for something productive. That's right. Euro, hey Euro, I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you're well, buddy. Euro says, crypto GPU mining is a massive resource waste power, all the raw materials for the GPUs, all the old GPUs dumped when a new one comes out. Yeah, not to mention, if you are buying cards for crypto, they have no video outs. No, like, we're not talking about the crypto people buying cards, video graphics cards to use. The dedicated crypto graphics cards have no video outs. So they're useless apart from crypto mining. I mean, maybe you could use them for some other sort of workload, but Yeah, generally they're pretty useless as far as resale goes and market value goes. So they are a really big waste of resources. I agree, Euro. Smurf says, lol, Cole. Sniper Girl says, that is true. It does generate a lot of e-waste, which is terrible because there are e-waste. It's a plague on the planet, e-waste. Euro says, and there's no point even second handling those GPUs because they're hammered all the time that they're mining. Well, that's right, because they run full tilt 24/7, and the harder you push a piece of hardware, the quicker it's going to die. Android Dust says, I watched a few vids on crypto mining. I think the major crypto farms are to blame more so than the single user out in there. Look, I'm not blaming the single user that buys a video card and thinks I want to do some crypto mining. They're not the people I'm referring to. I'm talking like you say, Android Dust. You have these huge crypto farms where they have hundreds or thousands of GPUs running crypto mining. They use huge amounts of power. I mean, yeah. And a lot of them are actually in China. Not that I'm blaming China, but the cost of electricity in China is a lot cheaper than it is for us in the rest of the world or in other parts of the world. So they can afford to run hundreds or thousands of GPUs at a time to do their crypto farms. And they chew through lots of electricity, and they burn a lot of coal in China, so that it contributes a lot to the to greenhouse gases in the environment. So I know they burn a lot of coal because they buy a lot of it from us in Australia.
Are you ready?
Sorry, that's my phone going off in the background there. Sorry, guys. I better just check what work wants. No, it's not work. It's Amazon. Okay. Because the packages are coming from Amazon, so I think they've just been loaded on board, so expect them probably before my stream ends. And again, I'm warning you, be prepared for the loud buzz in the background. I'll just throw the Be Right Back screen up. I'll only be gone for like a minute while I go down and sign for the package. Sniper Girl says, totally agree, would kill the video cards doing that crap. Smurf says here, I'm not tuned into the scene enough to know, but I heard an argument that because the GPUs used in mining are always going, they don't experience the thermal cycles of heating up and cooling down, which is better for their longevity. It's Bizarre says, Phil, be honest, do you do 3D? I do 3D, I know. Look, I read my chat way too much, and I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of people commenting on my YouTube channel that I talk too much. I just can't help it. I can't help it. You guys know what I'm like. I'm a chatterbox. I've got to find the right layer here that I want. And that's not the one I want. And because we're using so many levels and working in 4K, it does take Substance a little while here to catch up to me. Which one is it? Is it this one that I want? Yeah, this is the one I want. Okay. So we're going to go to the color selection, mask by color selection, and we're going to mask it also to those bits up there to make them more of a gold. And what else? Did I do these ones? I can't remember. Make them more of a gold. I think I did do them. What else could look good as a gold? I think maybe the backgrounds on these could look interesting as a gold as well. Sniper Girl says, Sniper Girl says he does, I swear, though he does also talk, tends to get a lot of complaints on you. I do. I get a lot of complaints on YouTube. I'm sorry, my YouTube audience. I'll do better. I'll try anyway. We'll make the background of those gold as well. What else? Actually, we better stick to the top before we move down because we've got to change layers. I'm not sure. I don't know how complicated with the texturing I want to go on this really. See what other materials we got here. Just see if we can make something look a little bit more interesting. Let me see. Let me see. I'm just trying to move away a little bit from so much gold. So I'm just looking for something that maybe we could mix in that might be a little more interesting. I mean, I want the majority of the gate to be this tarnished gold, but I just want to see if we can't pick up something a little bit more interesting on some of the decorations in the gate. Maybe we'll go to the smart materials. We have a painted metal. I'm just going to pull this in and just before I do that I want to move to the top of my stack. And let's mask with color selection to these bits here. And no, I don't like that. Maybe if we change the color. Maybe if we just pull back on the saturation. This one doesn't actually let me change the color. I can do a hue shift on it, but you get some really strange results sometimes when you do a hue shift. Hang on, what happened? I noticed. What's going on? Waiting until he sees it. What do I miss? Here it says that's true, but they run at high throughput, 24/7, 365 power cycling. Over a year will do negligible damage to silicon compared to running it on the edge, because it's the heat that kills silicon really. So if you run it hot, which you're going to do if it's running 24/7, that's going to kill it more quickly, I think, than turning it on, turning it off. Sniper Girl says we keep on telling him to change his name to Phil Does Just Chat. It's Phil Does Just Chat. Well, Phil does chat once a month at the end of the last stream of each month. Phil does chat. So Andrew Lust says his Amazon package will arrive mid-silence probably. Sniper Girl says he'll notice your silence in like 2 hours. Hope you don't mind. Andrew Lust says Phil's actually doing 3D day. That's right. Sniper Girl says about to die from shock. Oh, sorry. I didn't even see the silence. Sorry. Okay. I have been silenced for 5 minutes, so I'm going to be doing that right now. So starting now, it's 5 minutes of silence because Euro has redeemed silence Phil.
Tell me where I belong. I've been searching all night. Walking these streets, it's a maze at midnight. Been talking to you, yet those days have gone by. I gave you a chance to treat me right. I'm a blank canvas you can paint. Draw yourself a future with me. It's a mystery what awaits. Oh, it's a miracle life. It's a miracle day.
And that's the 5 minutes. There we go. Mark is complete. Man, you people with I never should have included that silence. It's silence Phil, but Euro says he did it for the YouTubers. So there you go, YouTubers. You can thank Euro for making me do some work and shutting up for 5 minutes. Smurf says, oh, come on, we almost never use it, Phil. No, you don't. You guys are good. You are good. I wouldn't have included it if I didn't want you to use it as a reward. Although I don't know what that says about me, the fact that you guys want to shut me up so much. Snappy Girl says that's true. No, you guys are good. You don't use it a lot. So now I'm just trying to get a feel for how I want to colour this up a little bit. Snappy Girl says, but means he complains about it. We totally should use it more. Android Love says, Phil was about to turn purple from not talking. I was. It's just so unnatural for me not to be streaming and talking constantly. Well, that's just in general, in everyday life, not just streaming. It's really unusual for me not to be talking all the time. I'm a motor mouth. You guys know I'm a motor mouth. I can't shut up. I never used to be like that, actually. When I was younger, I was really shy. Yeah, I wouldn't say boo when I was younger. And as you get older, you think to yourself, well, you know what? I just don't care anymore. I make an idiot of myself. Who cares? You might pick up on this blue through these circles, through the top as well. That might look interesting. So we're going to go back into mask with color selection, and we're going to pick these as well. Again, I don't want to go too overboard on the blue painted metal. I just want to use it for highlighting here and there, just to make the gate look a little bit more interesting. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy the layer, go back into the center part of the gate, which is this material here. I wait for Substance Painter to catch up to me. Good opportunity to have a copy anyway. Euro says, yeah, I don't use them often. Smurf says, I could use it 16 times back to back. Well, you couldn't actually, because I think I have a cooldown period on it. So I don't think, I thought ahead. I thought ahead with that sort of thing. You could shut me up for the entire stream, but I think there's a cooldown. I think you can only set it all so many times in a row. I'm pretty sure I did that. I hope I did that. I should check that. Moons, thank you for the follow, Moons. Welcome to Phil Does 3D. Sorry it's taken me a little while to notice. Neurotic Episodes, thank you as well for the follow, and welcome to Phil Does 3D. Remember, Moons and Neurotic Episode, if you do want to join the Phil Does 3D Discord server, click the link I've just popped into Twitch chat. You don't have to, but there's a section there, a gallery, where you can show off your work. So I like looking at the work you guys do. So if you do want to post anything in the gallery, pop it on in the Discord and I'll show it on stream. If you don't want me to show it on stream, just say so and I won't. There's also sections on the Discord where you can link to your folio and your demo reel or your art station, and also art help and advice and tutorials and tips sections. So it's worth checking out. If you ever got a problem with any 3D work as well, you can always ask in the Discord server, and if I'm not around, one of the other helpful guys and girls on the Discord will be able to help out, I'm sure. They're all very talented people. Android Lust has got to go for a bit, but I'll be back hopefully. No problem, Android Lust. He just doesn't want to be around when that buzzer goes off in the background. And again, I'm going to apologise in advance for... I'm waiting on a delivery. I have an intercom where I live, which is just right behind where I stream from. And when it goes off, it's really loud. So the buzz will be loud. And I'll just throw up the Be Right Back screen and I'll only be gone a minute. Yuri says, I'm getting ancient Greek vibes from this gate. Sniper Girl says, see ya when you get back, yes. Now, I do want to mention too, now that we're like into the stream a little bit, I wanted to wait for people to pop in, even though Android Lust has just popped out. I'll have to mention it again later. I am going on my cabin in the woods break. You know, you guys know that are regulars to my channel. I do it in the middle of every year, in the middle of winter. For me, in Australia, it's winter. I go to a cabin in the woods in the middle of nowhere with no electronics, no TV, no TV, no mobile phones. The only thing I take is my camera, so I can take some texture shots and stuff. And I'm doing that next week, and I'll be gone for 3 weeks. So today and tomorrow I'm streaming, and then I'm off for 3 weeks, and I'm back on the 19th of July. So just mentioning that for you guys. I'm streaming today and tomorrow, then I'm gone for 3 weeks, back the 19th of July. I'll post in the Discord server when I'm back, even though the schedule in the Discord is up to date. So if you want a reminder that way, you can just go to the schedule section on Discord, on the Phil Does 3D Discord. But I'll post to Twitter as well to let you guys know, or to remind you guys. So yeah, I need to do it every year, mid-year, because I need the break. And I like to get away from technology completely. Technology-free break mid-year. I mean, I love technology, don't get me wrong, but there are times where it's good just to get away from it completely. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn that one off, which, yeah. Is there an easier way for me to do this, I wonder? No, probably not. I'm going to paste the copy we just made in. We'll turn that off. We're going to actually delete this one completely. And oh, hang on. Did I do the wrong thing? I think I might have done the wrong thing. Did I do the wrong thing? Let me think. Yeah, I think I did do the wrong thing. Hang on. Let me undelete that. And turn that back on. There we go. That's okay. I'm getting confused. It's all right. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, we're just going to bring in a little bit of the blue here through the gates as well. I may end up trying to change this blue a little bit in a minute, but we'll get it painted up first, and then I'll look at doing some color correction on the blue if it needs it. Sniper Girl says, Yuri says, nice. Sniper Girl says, yep, cabin in the woods. Wonder what happens there. Nothing happens there. Lots of tea drinking, that's right, allegedly. Sniper Girl says, and human sacrifice. There's no human sacrifice in the cabin in the woods. Who's been talking? Now, Yuri says, I thought it was Wolf Creek they went to over there. No, there's no human sacrifice. There's no TV and no internet. Well, yeah, no TV, no mobile phone, no internet. Just Phil in a cabin in the woods with no one around in the middle of winter. Alright, so I think what I might do here is I might mask with color selection, and we're going to see what it looks like with the blue on the bars here. Don't know that I really like that, to be honest. What about with the blue on the swirls? Can't say that I love that either. What about with the blue on there? I'm looking for balance when I'm introducing the color into the model here. I'm looking to try and balance the blue up a bit. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, taking it on, putting it off, that's what I'm trying to do and what I'm looking at. Maybe. Yeah, look, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to also, I'll leave that for the moment. I'm not settled on whether I'll add blue to this part of the gate, like here and the frame. But I want to move to the side bits here because I want to get a bit more blue in there so that we can get a better overall look at what's going on. So I'm going to copy the layer again, move up to the top one, which is the outer frame, lower outer frame. Wait for substance painter to catch up. Another girl says, yeah, we believe you. Yura says, winter where your temps are higher than my summer temps. It's cold. When I got up this morning, it was 4 degrees, I think. So that's cold for me. Very cold. I live in Australia, remember? I mean, I love the cold weather, so I'm not complaining, don't worry, but it was cold when I woke up this morning, that's for sure. Just waiting for substance to catch up. Okay, now I don't like that, so we're going to go and make some changes here. Straight off the bat. We're going to remove all these color selections from the copy we just made. And we're going to pick this one. Here it says 2 a.m. 9 degrees Celsius day after the solstice. And you're in summer, aren't you? Oh, no, yeah, you're in summer. Wow. See, the 9 degrees is our winter. Here it says 21 hours, 23 minutes of visible light today. The rest is twilight. Oh, yes. Shortest day of the year. Today. Which is good. Because I like twilight. Not the movies, yeah, they're terrible movies, but the time of day. I love twilight time of day. My favourite time of the day. Just as the sun has set. Oh, Yura says it was yesterday morning. Okay. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah, no, we can't really. So now I'm just, like I said, trying to. I think what I might do for this, these side bits here is we're going to just remove some of the paint on the blue. So so it's a little bit less in your face, as they say. We might do the same sort of thing for the gate. So let's switch back to the gate layer. Again, I've got to wait for substance pattern. And we'll choose the mask. And I'm just going to pull out a little bit more of the paint. Let's do a quick save just to be on the safe side. And I might look at trying to change the colour of that blue a little bit. Yeah, we might just go to a little bit of a darker blue, so 0.44. We're going to have to do that on all of the paint layers. It's a subtle change, but it is a change. And this one. Yuri says it's pretty mad this time of the year being so north. It'll get less bright just before midnight. So I'll go hit up Netflix, watch a movie, and it gets light again when the movie is done. Wow. That would be wild. So 0.44 on this one. I might just play with the luminosity on this too, I think. And again, I'm just going to pull out a little bit of the luminosity so it's not quite so bright. So we have 0.36 on luminosity. And this one. Was I going the wrong way? Is it this one that I want? Phil's getting confused. Yeah, this one. And remember, we're going to, in the game engine, we're going to duplicate this gate for this side, which is why we're only texturing one of them. And that's better. It's the blue is just too bright. This is a bit more subtle, less in your face. Let's save that. Sniper Echo, hey Sniper, it's good to see you. Yura says my vacation's almost over. Back to work after next week. Boo! No, I'm looking forward to my holidays so badly. You have no idea, guys. I've been working quite hard the first half of this year. I need a break. I'm doing really well, Sniper Echo, and again, just a reminder for anyone joining the chat that I'm streaming today and I'm streaming tomorrow. Then I'm off for 3 weeks to my cabin in the woods break, and then I'm back. So I'm back on the 19th of July after tomorrow's stream. And I will post to my Twitter and to the Discord server to remind you guys when I'm back, so you don't forget me while I'm gone. I'll come back and you will have all forgotten me. I hope you're well, Sniper. I hope you had a good weekend. Your timing sucks, Sniper Echo says. Why? I am streaming today and I am streaming tomorrow, but then I'm not, and then I'm gone until the 19th of July. You can catch it on YouTube. You can if you all the videos tab on my Twitch channel. So if you're craving watching Phil, then you can always watch one of my old YouTube videos or one of my previous streams on Twitch. Although, yeah, I don't know why you'd want to if you've been watching me anyway. I mean, YouTube and the reason I upload my previous streams to my YouTube channel and to Twitch are for those people that can't watch me while I live stream. Because, yeah, there are other parts of the world, Europe particularly, where it's really early in the morning. So, yeah, it makes it hard for those people to watch me. Or if you're in Australia and you're an Australian that wants to watch me, generally people have to go into work, so they can't watch me while I'm streaming in the middle of the day in Australia. So that's the reason for it. Okay, Do we want to do, what else do we want to do? I might see if we can pick some blue in, pick up some blue in through here as well. So let's find that layer, which is this one. Uh, 2 a.m. isn't early, Euro says. Okay, we're going to pick with color selection to that part as well. Let's see what that looks like. Hang on. I'm in the wrong layer, I think. Yeah, I am. This is the one I want. Let's just undo that, and let's see if it looks better having the blue on the swirl. Yeah, I actually like that better. I think it's more balanced. Instead of putting the blue on that geometric pattern, we put it on the swirl. We could pick up the blue also on this little triangular piece here. Let's see what that looks like. Just undo it for a minute. Yeah, I actually prefer it without the blue on that triangle. Euro says I set up a root server over the weekend. Been a while since I rented one. Last I had one was circa 2016. What's a root server? I'm not familiar. Well, what is a root server, Euro? Oh, a dedicated server. Okay. Oh, okay, I get it now, as in, yeah, alright. What did you want to set up a dedicated server for? Oh, playing games on self-managed. Okay. Yuri says, why rent a game server when you can just run them for less? Well, that's very true. I understand now. Took me a little while. I'm thinking we might pick up, I was going to say we might pick up the blue on the background here as well, but now I look at it, I think, oh, maybe not. We don't want to put too much blue paint on the gate. We don't want to make the gate just a blue gate. I actually don't know that there's much more we really need to do to the gate, to be honest. Apart from maybe just adding a general over, a dirt layer over everything. So I think that's what we'll do now. So I'm just going to go in and collapse all my stacks. Sniper Girl says, so a better version of Stadia? Euro says, no, not Stadia. Oh, Google. Google. Not everything Google does is good. Or great. Euro says, running some multiplayer game servers, me and a friend are splitting it between us. Euro says, I didn't need an entire machine and neither did he. Well, that's a good compromise then, splitting it between the two of you. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my smart materials. And I believe I have a dirt smart material here. If not, you've seen me make one before, but I'm pretty sure I have one already made that I've used before for different bits and pieces. In fact, we're just going to do a filter for dirt here. Yeah, let's throw this one down. We'll just put it at the very top of the stack. And wait for substance painter. And I'm just going to hide the rest of the model so we can just concentrate on what we're doing here one at a time. We might change the blending mode. So let's just start playing with our blending modes a little bit. I'm also going to turn off the hide information, I think. We'll turn down the hide information here on this dirt layer. So it's not quite so bumpy, because it's dirt, not rust. We might also just play with the normal a little bit. And we might also just play with the mixing a little bit in general. So we might just pull it back a bit. Now we can copy that layer and paste it into the other two layers. The gate probably doesn't really need a dirt layer. It's got enough sort of interest going on in the texture, but it doesn't hurt to add it anyway. And then the bottom one. Yuri says, yeah, we were talking about it often over the past year, so it just made sense to get one between us. I got fed up of badly ran servers, laggy and oversubscribed. So is there a particular game you're running on the server? Hey. That's better. And it just helps, the dirt layer just helps to knock it all back a little bit as well. Let's do a quick save and I can have a copy. Yuri says at the moment it's running armor servers, still have capacity for one or two more. 4 armor servers and still have capacity for 1 or 2 more. Just checking the Discord here. Yeah, don't think too guys if you do in the Discord and you post that I won't see it, because I have Discord open as well as Twitch chat. So I think we can probably call the gate done and export the textures for it now, I think. I don't think there's really anything more I need to add to it. Maybe. Let me find the right layer. Yeah, it's this layer here. I'm just thinking, I'm wondering if I should pick up either blue on the swirl here or gold on the swirl here. So let me find the right layer, which I believe is this one. Yep. And we're going to pick this. That's more gold on the swirl. Let's just undo that for a minute. And the other option would be to add more blue on the swirl. So let's see what that looks like. So let's go into our paint layer. And let's pick that. Yeah, I think more blue. I think the gold was a bit too much. Do a quick save again. Yuri says I might throw up a 7D 2D or maybe a Valheim. I'm not familiar with what's a 7D 2D. I don't know that game. Or maybe a Valheim when they push the next update, but at least I have the option now. Oh, 7 Days to Die. Okay. Oh man, you think I should I should know how to pronounce abbreviations by now, wouldn't you? I've been streaming on Twitch for so long, and with your Twitch usernames you guys use. 7 Days to Go. Sniper Girl says 7 Days is a good game. I've never played it. I've never heard of it. I'm so out of the loop. I've been head down, butt in the air, working away, and I haven't been paying attention to what's going on in the gaming world. I'm not familiar with the game at all. I'll have to check it out. The only other thing I'm thinking here is maybe the handle. Maybe we could do something a bit more interesting with the handle. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really need it, but we could. Do I want to do something with the handle? Don't know. Let's have a look. Euro says here, I give it a reply every now and then when they throw out an update. A reply. I give it a replay every now and then when they give it an update. Sniper Girl says it's an indie zombie game with crafting. Oh, okay. Every 7 days you have to survive a big zombie horde that gets more intense as you progress. Well, that sounds interesting. I like them zombie games. I like them zombie movies too. Yura says Blood Moon. Sniper Girl says yep. I'll have to check it out because I do enjoy a good zombie game. It's the only reason I was even considering playing Days Gone because of the zombie hordes. They looked really cool. Abigail says, I'm looking forward to the next update. The dev videos look awesome. Yura says they are attracted to smell of food, heat sources and noise. And they're the fast zombies, I'm assuming. Not the slow zombies like in The Walking Dead. Abigail says they removed the smell of food attraction a while ago. It does sound interesting. I've never actually, yeah. Merv says a friend gifted me a copy of Night of the Dead this week, zombie survival with hordes that come in waves every 24 hours. Good to see zombies are still alive and well in both movies and games. Because everybody loves a good zombie. You know, I still haven't watched that zombie movie that's on Netflix that people were talking about saying it was good. I really should check that out. Smith says he set up a shop in an old walled mansion and a flaming exploding zombie sets all his barricades on fire. Yura says Army of the Dead. Yeah, that's the one. The one that's set in Las Vegas. Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet on Netflix. I really should. because it did review well. And was it you, Euro, that said you liked it as well? Euro says, yeah, it's good. Sniper Girl says they have all sorts. Slow walkers to special infected that run charging at you. Cops that spit at you. What? Cops that spit at you, which causes damage at a distance. Screamers that attract zombies. That sounds really interesting. They've gone full hog on the zombie by the sound of it. I will have to have a look at it. I have been reinstalling some of my games actually recently, some older stuff that I want to play again. So I've got Half-Life Alyx installed, Elite Horizons again, No Man's Sky, GTA 5, The Witcher 3 of course, which we're all playing. But I'm always on the lookout for a new game to play. I don't get a lot of time to play a lot of games, but and I can't do it while I'm at the cabin in the woods because there's nothing to play it on. Euro says you have irradiated and feral Zeds as well. Wow. Did you guys remember a TV show called... it was a zombie TV show called... not The Walking Dead, it's not Fear the Walking Dead. Generation Z, I think it might have been called. Something like that. They had really interesting zombies in that show as well. Let me see if I'm correct or incorrect with the name. Z Nation. That's what it was called. Z Nation. That was a good show. And like I said, yeah, they had some really, really creative zombie ideas in that show as well. Sniper Girl says, if you want to try it, I'd recommend trying it when the next beta comes out. They're overhauling the visuals greatly, adding moddable vehicles and also more options to adjust the game how you want. I will check it out then when the next beta drops. Euro says, yeah, Z Nation. It was good. Yeah, Z Nation was great. With the Murph. I think his name was Murphy. The guy that was immune to the zombie bite. Okay, we might, yeah, the handle, that's right, that's what I was doing. It doesn't take me long to get distracted. Sniper Girl says, yeah, I agree with you on Z Nation. Yeah, Z Nation was good. Yeah, the handle, I'm not sure. I don't want to make it blue. If I was to do anything with the handle, I'd want to make it stand out more. We could pick up on the gold. Let's see what that looks like, because we've already got the material actually in the layer, so all we have to do is find it, which is, I believe, this one. Yeah, adding a little bit of gold to it just helps to lift it a little bit, so it's a little bit more noticeable on the gate. So that'll work. We'll save and then we'll export the textures. Sniper Girl says, Euro, you'd be happy to know that the next update will add what's called feral sense. Basically increases the range the zombies can detect you. Okay, let's export our textures into the right folder. UE4 projects, models. Where did I put this one? Deco gate, that's the one. We want to select my Phil Does 3D PBR template. And I'm checking that's all correct. And export. And resave now that we've changed our path. Okay, what are we going to work on now? As Sniper Girl says, I like building in 7 days. what I look forward to the most is all the block options are available for every block type in the new update. I'm just off screen here for a minute, guys, because I just want to look something up. Okay. Yeah, what are we going to work on now? I could bring the gate into the engine, I guess. I haven't got Unreal open at the moment, but there are other assets also that we could texture up, like bric-a-brac stuff for the drawers and things. Yeah, in fact, first what I need to do is jump back into Max, and I need to export these pieces separately so I can bring them into the engine. Max is a little sluggish for some reason, I'm not sure why. Let me just... yeah, Max is acting a little bit sluggishly. Obviously because paint is open in the background. Let's export these bits and pieces. I'm just wondering if I did a reset on the X-Form too. I might have to have a look at that. Yuri says, yeah, building is fun. Exploring a generated map is good as well. For a newbie, I recommend sticking to that map rather than a random gen map. Yuri says, although they keep adding to it as well. Sniper Girl says, recommend checking out random gen images for the next beta. You'll be surprised how much they're tweaking it. Oh yes, I think Max is so sluggish. Yeah, I don't know why Max is doing that, because I mean, anyway. I'm tempted to close Substance Painter down in the background, but we'll persevere. I want to do a reset on the X-Form on these bits and pieces to make sure that any scaling I did sticks. Reset that, and reset that, and reset one of the gates because we're only using one of the gates. There's no reason for my PC to be this sluggish. I have a lot of memory. So I've got no idea why Substance Painter is causing Max to have such a fit. I'm just collapsing the stack before I do an export. I probably should update my graphics drivers too, because I haven't done that for a while. I've been avoiding updating my NVIDIA graphics drivers because people have been reporting problems with the newer version. So I use a driver from October of last year still, so quite an old graphics driver. I use the Studio drivers, NVIDIA Studio drivers, but it is an old version of the Studio driver. Let's put that into the right folder. So, really? You didn't copy the name when I highlighted it before. In fact, look, because this is really annoying me, it's so sluggish, what I'm going to do is jump into Substance Painter. We did a save. So now I'm just going to, once it finishes saving, close. There we go. Just so it's not in the background, let's see how that goes. It's still sluggish. Oh no, that's better. There we go. Alrighty. Let's export that. So we've got the top, the frame, and the gate. Now the gate I'm actually going to have to turn into a physics object inside of Unreal so it can be opened and closed by the player. But for now we'll just export it as it is. But I'm going to have to re-export it again at some stage soon. Let's just do a save on that file. Now, yeah, there's bric-a-brac stuff that I could bring in as well that needs to be textured up. Things like a knife, scissors, stopwatch, and a whistle. I just don't know if I feel like doing that today. What we might do is we might jump into Unreal, import the gate we just worked on because we just worked on it, so let's have a look at it in the engine. And then after that we might come back and work on one of these other assets, general assets. We might go to the stopwatch, I think. So I'll load it up in the background so it's ready. But right now we'll jump into Unreal. So I don't, like I said, have it open. Let's open it up. I'll be back in 2 secs, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Creative Steve! Hey Creative Steve, it's good to see you. Hi to you as well. I hope you had a good weekend, Creative Steve. You're doing well? Good to hear. Yura says the latest version they fixed the thing they broke that broke OBS. Personally, I stick to the studio drivers rather than the gaming ones. Yeah, I do too. I always install the studio drivers, not the NVIDIA gaming drivers. But I haven't updated my studio drivers for a little while. Have they released a new studio driver this month? I'm sort of waiting for NVIDIA to drop the new studio driver for June. Last time I checked, they hadn't released it yet. Like, they've released the gaming driver, but not the studio driver. So I'll wait for that to drop, and I'll see what people are saying about it online, and then I might update to that version. But the version I use now has been trouble free, so I hate updating drivers when things are working. But things like video card drivers, generally it's wise to update them pretty regularly. Smurf says scream. Sorry about the buzzer, guys. I know it's very loud because it's really close to my mic because it's directly behind me here. So that's the reason it's so loud. It's actually not that loud in real life. It just seems that loud because my mic picks it up really well and it's really close. Sniper Girl says, I love how his doorbell sounds like an alarm. It gives a general impression something more dangerous is happening than it actually is. I can hear it. If I'm up in my bedroom, I can hear it when it goes off. Creative Steve says, I know that's funny. Creative Steve says, welcome back. Thank you. Smurf says, oops, I just murdered Blender by dragging a slider too far on a bevel modifier. Well, I've murdered Max by doing wrong things when I'm doing Boolean stuff before. Smurf says, they really need to put limits on how far you can drag a slider on an exponential function. Let me just close that down. Euro says, nah, 462.59 is the latest from the 11th of the 5th. Yeah. So they are due to release they release a new studio driver pretty much every month. Generally, they've released it by now. I'm not sure why they haven't released one yet, but yeah, generally, it's surprising if they didn't release one this month. They should. They do it every month. Dave says, holy crap, it went all the way to 38 divisions. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're finished. Actually, before we move out of the kitchen, because there is something else I wanted to do in here. You know how I said I thought this corner was looking a little bit empty? What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some cardboard boxes. So in my bric-a-brac folder, we have boxes. So I'm just going to bring in a couple of boxes. So we'll start with this one. Where is it? There it is. Looking for the material. Yeah. I'm going to call it, I think it's cardboard. Underscore mat for material. And let's rename this. MSH for mesh. And while we're at it, let's rename the texture because it's not a wooden box. I'm pretty sure they're cardboard boxes. I'll just go text. Okay. They're just all like boxes. I actually created them so that we can put them in cupboards, but we can use some of them for that corner. 16 triangles. I don't think I need to do any polylog reduction on that. I think that should be low enough. So we could probably remove collision if we wanted to as well, because the player's never going to get up there, so let's remove the collision. Let's bring in the next one because I have 3 of them. We want to make sure it uses the same material we've just made. There's this one here. Again, no poly reduction, and again I'm going to remove collision. And this one. And we're going to use this material and remove collision. No poly reduction. And for this corner I think we'll put maybe this one. Okay. Alright, fine, it's going to complain kitchen. So we'll do that. Let's rotate it around. Let's scale it up a little bit. And then move it back in here. Just to fill that corner up a little bit. Okay. And actually I want to move it into the kitchen sub-level as well. Alright. Let's just do a save all. And then we're going to move outside and bring the gate in. Smurf says, holy crap, I read that. Okay. So I'm going to hide the kitchen. And we're going to go into the landscape and turn that on. And go to the back of the building. So the gate we've just been texturing up is going to go here. So let's bring the gate into actually before we bring the gate there, I want to move those boxes into the bric-a-brac folder. So this one and this one, let's rename it cardboard box 2 underscore mesh. And cardboard box 3 underscore mesh. So that one and that one are going to go into the bric-a-brac folder. And the material is going to go into the bric-a-brac folder. And the texture, and again, I'm not even using a normal map on this texture for those boxes. It's just the diffuse texture. Unnecessary to have a normal map on something that's going to be in cupboards most of the time anyway. Okay, so let's put the new gate in. We could put it in fencing. Yeah, in fact, yeah, we'll put it in fencing because that's where the other gate is. So let's import the gate. Deco gate. So we've got the deco gate top, deco gate frame. Let's start with the frame. Let's just rename this one underscore map. And let's import the textures for the frame. Metallic, normal, and rough. Now it's going to create virtual textures, and I don't want virtual textures, so we're just going to change that, turn virtual texturing off. And let's bring them in. Here it says, nice, Autodesk released 2022.1 last week. Retopology tools are now included as part of the Max and beta support for USD. Yeah, I haven't updated my version of 2022 yet. I should do that, I guess, soon-ish. Roughness. Let me make sure it is the roughness. Yep. And save. Door deco frame. Let's underscore rename that underscore mesh. Let's bring in the rest of it now. So we've got the frame. We want the gate. Rename this one underscore mesh. Let's bring in the textures for the gate. And again, we must turn off virtual texturing. And let's bring them in. That one, that one, that one, and that one. And then we need the top of the gate, which is this one. Let's bring those textures in. So it'll be that one, that one, that one, and that one. Let's bring those in. Okay, so Yuri says it's only 1.3 gigabyte. A bunch of fixes included too. I thought with Max's updates now you couldn't just get the update. I thought you had to actually reinstall. It was like a 6 gigabyte reinstall of the entire thing. I could be wrong. I haven't done the update yet. But. Android Love says I made it back before the stream ended. You did just make it back. Remember again, I'm going to keep repeating myself again today and tomorrow, but remember today and tomorrow I'm streaming and then I'm on holiday for 3 weeks and back on the 19th of July. So again, I'm just reminding anyone new to the stream or might have just joined that, yep, I'm streaming today, I'm streaming tomorrow, and then I'm back on the 19th of July. Android Lust says, hey creative. Yeah, Snappy was asking Android Lust if it's worth updating. So let's bring this gate in now, I guess. I think we'll start with the frame. We'll get the frame sized up and then we can size up the other two based on the frame. So let's scale the frame up. I guess we'll place it about the middle of the wall. I think I might have scaled it up just a little bit too much. Still just a little bit too big.
Driving me crazy. Please can you stay, even just for the night? I'm losing my way, but don't try to contain me, 'cause I'm still running wild. Running
Okay, now the scaling on this is at 3.68. Let's copy that. And let's bring in the top of the gate. Every time. Let's make sure we're in the right layer. Move that to landscape. And scale this one up. Andrew Luss says, you're going on the holiday in the woods? Yes, sorry, I didn't think you were here when I mentioned it this morning. Yeah, I'm going on my mid-year cabin in the woods break, Andrew Luss. Yep. No technology at all, apart from my camera. Yura says, yeah, Wolf Creek is off season at the moment. Android Lust says, the Sniper Girl, I'm not sure, but it's a free update with any license. I updated to test something that I forgot what the test was, but it runs fine.
Are you ready?
Yura says, wow, I haven't seen outside in ages. Android Lust says, the outside is beautiful. Hellforge, hey Hellforge, good morning to you. It's good to see you, buddy. I hope you had a good weekend. Remember to save and copy. Yes, I will do that in 2 seconds. Well, I have a copy and then I'll do the save. Got to get your priorities right. Copy before a save. No, that's not true. The save should be first. Euro says the max update size, it's just the core program they update all the time. No need to update all the maps and materials library whenever they change, I guess. Thank you, Hellforge. If you do want to join the Field Arts 3D Discord server, click that link. Hellforge has just popped into Twitch chat. And if you want to wishlist the game you see me working on here, click the link that Hellforge popped into Twitch chat to take you to the Steam store page. Yeah, Yura says, glad you woke up in time. Android Lust says, I'm sure the reason I didn't update on release is because I'm too lazy to copy some simple preferences and shortcuts over.
Are you ready?
Sniper Girl says to Android Lust, do you know him? He needs to sacrifice people again to rejuvenate himself for another year. Oh man. Now I'm already seeing a problem here though. You see how the gate pivot point is wrong. This one is correct. This one is wrong. So what I'm going to need to do is we're going to have to jump back into Max. And reopen that gate. We don't need to save that. We didn't do anything. And yeah, you see the pivots all the way down here, so we need to move the pivot to the center, reset the X-form, collapse the stack, and re-export the model. This is the gate top. And I'm just going to do a quick save here. And jump back into Unreal and re-import the model. That's better. So let's get this in the right spot. And now it looks like my gate is around the wrong way. So what I need to do is I need to rotate this 180 degrees. And rotate this 180 degrees. Let's move it into position. Upward says doing alright, thanks. Hope you're all having a good one. Andrew Lott says, you know, American TV originally made me think all of Australia was all like Steve Irwin's Crocodile Hunter when I was younger. Yes, no, all of Australia is not like that. And we don't all talk like Steve Irwin does either. Steve Irwin, or who's the other guy? I should know his name, he's Australian. Paul Hogan, I think is his name. We don't all talk like him either. We don't all throw shrimp on the barbie and all that jazz. I'm just making sure this is lined up correctly on the top. Where's my pivot? Oh, there it is. Elford says, spend most of the day working on getting the CV and cover letter sorted out, so my brain is scrambled as heck. It's really early in the morning though at this time for you, isn't it, Elford? You've been working late. Smurf says, I had that too, except it was Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, that's Paul Hogan. Sniper Girl says, Jamboree last year. Yura says, Mick Dundee. Android Lust says, forgive me, I'm American, we have that excuse. Sniper Girl says, does that mean you're not a real Australian? Why, because I don't talk like Paul Hogan or Steve Irwin? I think it needs to come over. I think I took it too far over, so let's move it back a little bit. Needs to come back just a little bit more. That looks okay. Sniper Girl says, because movie stereotypes are always right. That's right. Helpwood says, 3:54 a.m. in the morning. I thought it was really late for you. Man. Android Lust says to Helpwood, I hate everything resume, to be honest. Don't we all? Helpwood says, my first exposure to Australia was McLeod's Daughters, way back in the day. Not sure how accurate it is. Other people drinking beer all the time. Not sure how accurate it is other than people drink. Well, Australians do like their beer. I give them that. That's true. I'm probably one of the few Australians that actually don't drink beer, but yeah, Australians do love their beer. Australians generally love alcohol just in general. We have a lot of people with alcoholic problems here in this country. Australians like to drink. Sniper Girl says, still going to oh yes, showing the art. Yes. Thank you for reminding me, Sniper Girl. Android Lust, she says to Android Lust, yeah, got to drink beer like water there. You do. Euro says, so long as you put identities as an Apache attack helicopter in your resume, you're good. I do want to show the art, but let's just get the gate in so we can see what the gate looks like. You're going to do that. Are you going to do that again? No? Good. Let's just copy again the scaling value. And rotate it 180 degrees. And let's place the gates in. I have to remember too to turn two-sided on for the material, because otherwise we can see through it. Like here, we don't want that. That's not good. and I am going to have to replace the gates with the physics version of them anyway, but I'm just doing this so that you guys can get a look at what the gate looks like in the spot. So we're going to duplicate this one. Actually, just before I duplicate it, I want to make sure it's actually positioned correctly. So I believe it needs to come over a little bit. Okay, let's duplicate it. And we're going to mirror it. On the, I think it's the Y. Yeah. Okay, so we have our old deco gate at the back there. So again, I'm just going to make sure all of these are actually in the right layer, which is the landscape. I can't, like I said, play an editor either, unfortunately, but you guys can see what it looks like. It gives you a good idea. So I think it should work well for what we want. And of course, as the player, you will be able to open and close the gate. So let's do a quick save here. And let's look at the work you guys posted in the Discord. Let me catch up with the chat. Helpwood says the British colonies in general seem to have a drinking as their national sport. In before Sniper Echo flips the table for calling Ireland a British colony. Euro says not here in Scotland, ripping the piss out of people as our national sport. Android Lust says America has a drinking as a sport too, just add driving to it. Helpwood says American beer is weaker than water, so it's not much of a sport. Creative Steve says good one, Helpwood. Helpwood says looks really cool. Don't think I've had a chance to really see this before. Yeah, no, I don't know if you weren't here when I was doing the Hang on, what's going on here? Where did the middle part of my gate go? What? Where did did I move it by mistake? I bet I did, you know. No. What happened there? Where is that? What? What is going on? Where's the center part? Ah, man. Deco gate. Top. Deco gate. Did I delete it by mistake? So I was showing, what happened? Where did that go? Did I delete it? How did I delete it? I don't, what? That's the top. That's the gate either side. It's not here, so I wonder if did I delete the thing? Or is it in another layer? What the? It is. I put it in the wrong layer. So we want to move that to the landscape layer. I got used to working. I'm so used to working with the kitchen layer. I moved it into the kitchen. Yeah, I don't think you were here when we were actually texturing it up in Substance Painter Hellforge, but anyway. Let's save that again, so now that the thing is in the right layer. Helpwood says ship it. And actually, Android Lost says I actually miss seeing the outside. we're going to be working on the outside. Probably not until after I get back from my break. I think tomorrow's stream will work on the bric-a-brac stuff, so a bit more texturing and UV mapping tomorrow. And then when I get back from break, we're going to move back to working on the outside of the building to the landscape sections. Smith says it disappeared when you saved. Yeah, I put it in the wrong layer. And then I turned the layer off, like the kitchen layer off that I put it in by mistake. Sniper Girl says, so much for showing work. No, I'm going to show it now. The history of beer is interesting. They used to be very low ABV. Let's have a look at the work. You guys posted in the gallery because I do want to show Android Lost's character because it looks really, really cool. So I'm just going to grab the link. And let's open up Edge. So this is a character Android Lost is working on. It looks great. Always beautiful, beautiful work. Pardon me, guys, I'm losing my voice. Yeah, always beautiful work, Android Lost. I love the hair. Looks really good, actually, really good. Really nice. Nice rendering as well. This is an image from a bit further back. Yeah, beautiful work. I really love the hair. The hair looks great. The eyes look great too. Such nice work. And this one here, which is I think an untextured render of it. Yeah, she looks great. Nice clean edge loops. Beautiful work. You must have a wonderful looking portfolio by now, Android Lost, because you've done some really outstanding character work. Over the years you've been posting in the gallery and on the Discord. You really got some beautiful, beautiful work. And as I said, I really love the, well, I love it all. I love the hair though. The hair's been done really nicely. And the eyes are really nicely done too. Yeah, beautiful. Andrew Dust says, I made a fake studio for it to show off the light placements too. I didn't post it. Yeah, no, I really like the render as well. The silhouette looks great. The backlighting on the hair looks great. Texturing is nice. Everything. I can't fault it. It's beautiful work. Beautiful work, Android Dust. Thank you for letting me show it on the stream as well. I will just show this from Sniper Girl. What is this? This is a texture she worked on. So she's been doing photogrammetry work where she takes a photogrammetry object. I believe she's taking this into, was it Mixer and Alchemist, Substance Alchemist, to create materials for a scene that she's working on. You can see the scene she's working on the Discord server, but she's been creating materials for it based on photogrammetry scans. Well, alright, I'll click on the ArtStation link. Hang on. So you guys, she's posted a link to her ArtStation, where these are all of the materials she's created based on these photogrammetry scans she's going to be using, which are really nice scans and they're nice materials too, Sniper Girl, by the way, that she's going to be using in the scene she's creating. Yeah, really nice. And because she's using photogrammetry, she's getting some really lovely detailing in the texture. I mean, she's working on, overworking with, she's not just using the photogrammetry texture, she is modifying it in Alchemist and in Mixer, I believe. and she's done a really nice job. I like that one. I like them all, but I particularly like that one. Some nice woods going on here as well, wood textures. It's like brick, painted brick maybe. Bitumen as we call it here, or asphalt I think you call it over there, don't you? Didn't we decide the other day? Concrete, nice metallic texture. You've been going all out on your textures. So many. I like this one as well. I think I mentioned it the other day. I really like that texture. It's really interesting. Nice. Nice mud and dirt texture. They look really good, Sniper Girl. You've done a nice job. They're going to make the scene look amazing. Because I've got a lot of detail going on in your 3D scene. So once you start texturing it up with these, it's going to look amazing. Yes, lovely work, all of you. And again, thank you for letting me show your work on the stream, guys. I do appreciate it. We might leave it there though for today, I think. So I will be back, of course, tomorrow for our very last stream before I go on break. So tomorrow's stream will be the last one, and then I'll be back on the 19th of July. So again, thanks guys for letting me show your work. Hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow for my last stream before my break. You guys have a good night, and I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. See you guys.